Okay.
On the video, the El Video
El Video Rente.
El Video Rente. I should probably start that effing thing.
El Video Rente.
Oh wait! Oh shit! Where's that coming from?
The Videola.
Probably start that. It's the Videola thing. Shut up.
Yes.
Shut. Stop. There you. Oh, you little bastard. The little button keeps running away from me.
Whoa. This ain't a children's show.
I didn't say that. I'm sorry. Sorry about the bastard for the people out there.
Good night, little kids. Good night. That ought to hold over the little bastards.
Total accident.
Wait, we're still live?
Yeah. So we got that button there. Ooh, that's working. That's pretty. Lights. So that. Theoretically, we're live.
Yes.
And I can hit the live button. Uh-oh. Woo!
It lives.
Scared me.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you.
Welcome, human. I am ready for you.
We show onboard computer synchronization.
Roger that.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Let's rock! Oh, you're going straight to hell for that one.
That's the fact, Jack!
Back off, man. I'm a scientist.
Is this moron number one? Put moron number two on the phone.
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you, I make you laugh. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
I know that, dude.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
Sure. Monkeys might fly out of my butt.
Uh-oh, my heart just stopped. Ah, there it goes.
What is it?
The best to you from Kmart Radio. KMRT.
Did we get downgraded?
I think so. You got us banned from every place.
Attention, please.
Oh, I have that voice.
You're listening to Attention, Kmart Jobbers.
Oh, is this the
there you go.
Kmart Choppers? CHOPPERS?
Yes.
It is. It
Thank
is
you for bringing
awesome.
this to my attention.
Yes, I'm digging it. By the way, speaking of it, Sunday, December 30th, the last Sunday of the 2018. Next week, we will be in the 2019. How's that? That just happened. Hey, I'll tell you what, I'm kind of digging this, Johnny.
Yeah, someone took Kmart background music tapes and remixed it into.
I have to. I don't hate this. Normally, when you there's like a hate ratio that's usually been pretty high this around Christmas time on the Dune and Bob Show when Johnny plays the opening themes. But
when you pointed this cover out, I Googled it and I found it on Amazon, and then I ordered it, and then we entered Christmas music season.
Wow.
So I've been sitting on this one. But when I bought it, I opened it up. Usually I'll throw things on the turntable, give it a quick listen, and then be like, well, I'll have to sit down and seriously listen to this later. I ended up sitting here listening to the whole thing all the way through the first time I put the needle down. It drags you in, and it's not that long.
Johnny was like panned to the right, and I was like, wait a minute. This cannot stand. No, that's not you. It's me. Wow, did we just break up? No, okay, it just got weird. It just got weird. Once again, I've made Johnny go silent. There we go.
I don't know. Do we have to hard pan right now?
No. You're fine. You're fine.
There's a big division going on in the.
Something weird is happening.
Something weird.
I was just the short story. Have you ever had one of those projects at home? You know, be it your home studio like myself that I was doing stuff. I did all kinds of work that actually, in the end, does nothing. Have you? I mean, and I didn't mean it to, but except to make things pretty. That's all I did. I got tired of looking at stuff the way it was. I took my 2 Mac Minis. I got a Mac Mini server, and I got a new Mac Mini that actually runs the main machine. And I bought wall mounts for them, so I have them. I have them on the wall behind the monitors, so they're just out of the way. And it cleared everything off real nice, and that's all it was. And I moved the wires and made the wires look pretty for a while until I messed them up again, and actually put the little Velcro-y thingies on there. Technical term for you people out there. If you go to the hardware store, I need Velcro-y thingies. Crowy. Make sure you say Crowy. Not just Velcro, Crowy. And they'll go like, "Oh, you're a friend of Dune's, aren't you?" Yes, you are. But but anyway, that's what I did. And I'm proud. It looks nice. I may have to show it off later. We'll see. But
yeah,
it didn't do anything. You know, it didn't actually fix anything. It didn't make anything any better. But that's okay. Sometimes you have to do that.
So Dune, I know that you've done a lot of work behind the scenes and have worked out all kinds of streaming deals with us, because we don't stream on just one place. We started out on a little lowly old audio only station
just
called
who? Yeah, really,
Radio.
just what? No. Actually, you forget. We had not one but 2 streams. We had both kinds.
Yeah,
low
we had both
and
kinds.
high bandwidth. Both kinds.
And you've worked out all kinds of deals with us that we're on iVlog, we're on Twitch. We're on
Stickcam back in the day. Yes, all that stuff.
And somehow you worked out a deal with the Home Shopping Network people.
Yes.
All of a sudden, I see you tweet you got us banned, and I turned on Home Shopping Network. And there's people selling slicers.
Yes. Well,
we're not on Home Shopping Network anymore.
Here's what I didn't know, and I have to play the theme. For the people out there, tragedy has befallen the Dune and Bob Show. Tragedy not in the way of somebody being hurt, at least physically, just mentally. Maybe a little bit right here, you know. Hence the black shirt today. Today, and for the possible foreseeable future, Dune, Johnny, the Dune and Bob Show, no longer welcome in the Faroe Islands. No longer, just gone. Written off like a piece of meat. Could be well meat, I don't know. They got that there.
Well, there goes my vacation.
Yeah, so, yeah.
I hope my vacation insurance covers the refund on those tickets.
I'm telling you, it was kind of one of those things that I didn't. Yeah, Luke, I am your father. Heck, I think I can do that. I can do that. Where is it? Is it this one?
I think
I am your father. There we go. That worked. But yeah, it was.
So who are you? The guy who banned us father, or is he our father?
Well, here's the whole thing. Hey, Bedroom Torso says, "Cheers, Dune and Bob. Have a great New Year. Thank you. Back at you."
Thank you.
Funny story. Strange, not just funny, strange funny. Is that you know what I'm talking about? Where you just kind of go, huh?
Well, you know,
and you have that uncomfortable laugh. Yeah, there's a guy on iVlog that I've known, you know, for a while. He's been around. You know, dude that lives.
He likes the bass.
Yeah, he likes the bass. He is self-taught English, you know, and kind of struggles with it, but that's okay. We like that. I mean, he's getting better. He's kind of fun to watch. He does get pretty intense a lot. And
some intense bass.
And it's so he and I were, we weren't buds, you know. We didn't hang out on Skype and talk or anything, one of those things. But you know, it was just, you know, I'd pop into his show. Maybe I'd go to lunch and pop in, say hi to him, and say, hey, I gotta go back to work or whatever. I got on his computer with TeamViewer one time and helped him through some stuff. And then the next thing I know, this guy shows up in a red mask. It has the first name of Dead and the last name of Pole.
And the surname of Radio.
And the surname of Radio, yes. And so this guy is new to the scene. So I'm, hey, Johnny, and I check him out. He's got fun stuff. He's got a good vibe going on. For whatever reason,
and he likes burgers.
He likes burgers. For whatever reason, we
like burgers.
We do too. Yeah. We all like that stuff. But for whatever reason, he and this guy from the Faroe Islands didn't get along. And it was kind of a love-hate relationship with him. Well, what happened is the guy from the Faroe Islands that does the show, he saw that I was actually watching said guy in the red mask, and all of a sudden I was deemed a traitor. Dune's a traitor. So I was perma-banned. Not just banned, but perma-banned. I was IP
Double
banned.
secret probation.
Double secret
banned.
probation. Push in Dune's IP. Ban Dune forever. And I was like, wow. How's
He's
that?
going to call up Rico and have him take down your website, too.
Yes, that could happen. And when Rico can take down Facebook, woo, man, you know, there you go. Since that is the website. No, I guess there is. If you go to the5hit.com, there's actually a little bit. It's an exciting website. It's all text. It kind of takes me back to the days of the guys, the sightless people when they would do websites. That's what my website looks like.
Didn't Mike Ellis once upload a version of the website that was just an image of text? And so like,
yeah, I think that was
90% of the staff
that was an April Fool's thing. And I think also what happened one time, I think Damon went in or somebody went in and went select all and took all the text and made it all white. So the only way you could see it was to highlight everything. That was kind of funny. That was, I mean, it's like once, or I think somebody made it wingdings too, one time, which doesn't affect them whatsoever, you know. When I was like, hey, by the way, Bedlam Force says, hey, got a question. Whatever happened to Sloan? Sloan's still around, but not on the radio. Sloan is still living in West Virginia. I don't know if it's Wheeling or not. I think it could be, hey, Marauder.
We hear from him from time to time, and most recently, was it during this past year or was it the previous year? Because he showed up on the VR scene.
Yes, early on the VR scene, really before it was even a thing. That's what I thought was kind of interesting. Yeah.
And Sloan started talking like himself in VR, and people were kind of amazed to see a redneck in VR.
Yeah, I'm not.
And,
so that's what's curious. We played some of that.
He was doing the Sloan's dumpster fire,
and he's not doing it anymore. And I have to wonder whose choice that was. I'm not quite sure if that was Sloan. I have not talked to Sloan since then. I don't know if that was Sloan's choice or if that was somebody else's choice of, oh, by the way, you ain't doing this no more. Because, I mean, Sloan's he's on the edge like he's always been. I mean.
Well, yeah, but you know what? There's always some place you can go and talk, and if people want to listen to you, they'll find you.
Yes.
I mean, no one
and I don't know,
make you turn in your VR headset
that's
and
true.
microphone.
That's true. Now, I look at it this way now. VR has kind of taken off. I mean, it really has. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff out there in just the last even year. I mean, the stuff that I've found on Twitch and things. And as a matter of fact, I got some clips today. Have you seen anybody playing the game? Oh, God, it's called Saber something. Saber Tunes or Saber. Help me out. Somebody write in and tell me. Saber something or another. I can't think of it. I'll get. Anyway, it's a VR thing with a headset. And you have the lightsaber looking things, right. And these squares fly at you to the tunes of music, and you cut them up. And it sounds stupid, but it's really cool. And like anything else, to watch people that are really freaking good at it is amazing. That's what I think is awesome. But anyway, Saber Tunes or Saber something. We'll get to it later on, and then we go through the Twitch stuff. But it's pretty cool. And I don't know what that stuff costs, actually. I'm kind of curious. It's because it seems like the one is called the Oculus or an Oculus. Did I get that right?
There's the Oculus Rift. There's the Vibe. Then, of course, PlayStation 4 has their own headset. If you have a expensive enough phone,
how would you
put it in
spell that?
Oculus.
Riff. Oculus Rift. There we go. Let's see if I can. Here we go to the web.
Personally, I'm waiting for the VR version of Polybius, but I'm sure that'll be.
Well, I'm just kind of curious what these cost. Now, there's one called Oculus Go. Oculus Rift on list. I might as well go to Amazon. That's always a good place. So $399. Now, I wonder if that is kind of an all-inclusive thing or how.
No. That connects to a computer. You need to have a powerful enough video card to drive that. So that's probably going to run you around $300 to.
Okay.
And a powerful. just for the video card and a machine powerful enough for that video card.
Yeah, here. Matter of fact, there it is right there. It says NVIDIA GTX 1050 Ti. I don't know how badass this is, what that takes. I mean, I have no idea, but 8 gigabytes of RAM on a video card, that's quite a ways up there.
Yeah,
It's not cheap.
and thanks to Bitcoin and things like that, video cards are more expensive than they should be.
You know they are coming down now that the whole Bitcoin thing is kind of
it's over.
Not really taking a crap, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, it's much cheaper now. They are coming down.
Remember a few years ago when like people were talking about like investors were talking about like Bitcoin as if this was something to seriously consider investing in. No one was recommending it, but it was a topic of discussion that even it was becoming discussed. Of course, here's a question I still can't answer because my dad keeps asking the question, where does the money come from? And I just shrug my shoulders and go, I don't know. You know,
well, no, it comes from people like it comes from people like you and I. That's where it comes from. I mean, we invested in it.
But where did the initial value come from?
Well, I think that was sort of that getting in the door. I think that was what it is.
Where does the money come from? Where does it go? How did that all happen? I mean, it's like money doesn't just land out of thin air.
We probably have to get somebody who really knows. Because we've been through this so many times. For the people who don't know, just take a little Dune and Bob history with Johnny and I. We both put money into Bitcoin. I stuck with it. Johnny bailed out. And there was a point I had $40 in. I think Johnny put $20 in. Was it 40 or $20? I doubled mine.
I put 20 in.
You put 20.
I took 20 out.
And I doubled mine.
Because I only did it for a bit. $20 is
my
nuts.
$40 got down to about $20 at one time. And I was just like, whatever. I just left it in there. That $40 at one time was worth about $3,500. $3,500 is what that ballooned up to over those years when it was just going crazy. It's back down now to where now it hangs in between the $650 range and the $700 range, depending on what the market does. But that's what I think is so crazy.
Any of it? I thought you were going to buy your computer with that.
I was going to buy my computer with it, and I should have. I did not. I let that crash from $3,500 down to $700. That's on me.
Oh man!
But you know what? Here's the thing. You know,
you still got more than you started with.
It's still $40, and people say, "Oh, you should." You know, it coulda, woulda, shoulda. Here's the whole deal. You know, had I put in, let's say I'd have put $1,000 in when Johnny and I did this, there is no way I would have waited until it got to the 3,500. You know, or whatever that mark was when it was so crazy. It was 10 grand for Bitcoin. I would have never waited that long to sell. There's no way I would have. I would have dumped it way early. The first time it doubled, I would have done it. I would have got rid of it. So that's what kind of made it worth only being.
There's no way to know. Yeah.
There's just no way to know. There's some services I get sometimes that you can still buy with cryptocurrency. So I still do that. I just kind of whittle off of it a little bit. So here and there, who cares?
Anyways, we were asked about our favorite NHB bits. So I don't know if we should take a look down memory road.
That's hard to say. I'm not sure.
I mean, obviously what dragged me into NHB and made me decide this was the place I wanted to stream was the first time I heard shit in the microwave, but that's so cliche. I like shit to say you like shit in the microwave. Damon often pointed out that Sloan's horoscopes he thought was funnier than shit in the microwave, and I could see his point there. They're both funny in their own way. I think Sloan's horoscopes has
the T Panda 9U. There we go.
Thank you, T Panda.
Thank you.
Hello, T Panda. Thank you for spinning our dachshund.
That's right. Don't tell my wife.
Is that a euphemism? That's
you know what, Johnny? If you want to spin your dachshund, you go right ahead. I like that.
I mean, would your wife be more pissed off if it was a euphemism or if it was literal?
Let me test the water. Hey, baby, come on over and spin my dachshund. Yeah. I don't know. Sounds kind of creepy to me. But anyway, but you're right. The Sloan horoscopes, I think, was a good follow-up because the shit in the microwave. Really, when you listen, the nice thing about shit in the microwave is it really sets the stage for who Sloan is.
Yes,
because and by the way, it's nothing you listen to it's not a 5-minute bit. You've got to invest yourself when you want to put shit in the microwave.
And that's the condensed version. It unfolded over the course of many hours.
Yeah, 3 hours, I think. Yeah, is what it was.
Yeah. You know what? I think Shit in the Microwave is brilliant improv. Sloane's Horoscopes is brilliant writing. And it shows that he has two skills there. But if I think about favorite moments I was involved in, there were some match game shows that were fun before
Yes.
Producer Bill got in the panel and ruined it. I blame Producer Bill
that
for
going
the decline
there. I forgot to do
match
something.
game.
I can still hear you. I just have to take care of something.
Okay, all right. Well, you're gonna still hear me. And I mean,
I forgot to turn the light on.
How
would I ever find my people will never know that we're on the air without this light. There. Ooh. No wonder nobody's listening. I'm kidding.
On my show, I think when I did the pirate play, which oddly enough, though, that was I think that was during the period of time I was on DEF CON, but I was still
pirate. Yeah, when you
I was just
I almost
a band.
I almost said when you went to
show.
DEF CON when you defecated and went to DEF CON. That's just not the word I was looking for. That's funny though. That's funny. Johnny defecated and went to
I thought that Lisa was into me, and I thought we were. I thought she took us what we were our phone relationship seriously, and when Rico was like perma-banning her from the chat room, that's when I was like, "Fuck you, man! I love this girl." And
sorry, I couldn't help myself, Johnny. I'm sorry.
And so I quit in a rage. Vamp said, no, it's cool. You don't need to quit over this. It was all misunderstanding. Vamp assured me. He said, come into the Ventrilo room and you could smooth this over with Rico. Rico's totally going to let you back on the station. I'm like, I don't want back on the station. I don't want to talk to Rico. Besides, I know about Rico. I don't have a website for him to take down, so he's going to like bitch me out and ban me. Vamp's like, no. Hear him out. I'm like, for you, Vamp, I'll hear him out. I joined the Ventrilo room.
Now, wait. Not just for the people to know, there's two sides to Vamp.
Yeah.
There's Vamp drinking, and there's Vamp not drinking. Just so we know,
talking about what he knows about, and there's Vamp talking about what he doesn't know about, and saying, "Don't worry, trust me."
Okay, there we go. Which by the way was Vamp drinking. By the way, just throwing that out there.
Yes.
Okay.
It's kind of like the first time Tim the Toolman Taylor asked Al Borland to hold this for while he gets the sledgehammer to drive the nail in. Al said, "What could go wrong?" and held it in place.
That's right.
Every time after that, he said, "I don't think so, Tim." And
it's like
now
Charlie Brown trying to kick that damn football every single time. That's exactly
so. Okay, Vamp, you've not steered me wrong yet, so I will trust you, and we'll see how this goes. So I joined the Ventrilo room. Rico immediately mutes my microphone, bitches me out, tells me I'll never be on NHB radio again, and then perma-bans me from the Ventrilo room. I said to Vamp, "What?" And Vamp's like, "Huh, that's really odd." I'm like, "No, Vamp, it's not. Yeah, it's odd that you thought something other than that was going to happen." And in hindsight, that's a funny moment.
That's true. Well, the whole thing, obviously we've all grown. Rico has matured a lot.
I've matured a lot.
And people don't have Rico's ear like they have. That's what a lot of it was. I think
and Damon just went away.
Yeah, I think how much. Yeah, when Damon drove Sloan to the store, that was that was always safe.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, Damon couldn't see, so you have to see the humor in that. But
yeah.
Well, his college didn't see the humor in that. For some reason, he didn't see the humor.
No. Well, they were out to get Mike Ellis, as I understand.
Yeah,
is what was going on.
Yeah,
Mike Ellis was diddling with some.
Oh, I didn't know
chicks
that.
And
now, I'm shocked. This is my shocked face.
Mike Ellis pissed off the wrong guy's girlfriend or something like that. He got on someone's wrong side because of something to do with some guy's girlfriend, and that's why the station management were after them, I think.
Poor Damon. Yes. Oh well.
I'm still waiting for the second half of Damon's Last Stand to show up in his cassette collection, but
that's true.
That has not surfaced, and he's gone through all of those cassettes and archived them. So
one of these days. I don't know. I still have to wonder, I mean, the good thing is a lot of that stuff is still around. It's a little on the risque side now, because I'm telling you, times have changed. I mean, even this show from the early days, I mean, there's just certain things, you can and cannot talk about, and some things you just shouldn't talk about. And there was a lot of those talk about. Just saying.
I mean, sometimes we talk about whether or not pants are required, and we don't talk about when those theories have gone into practice.
Yes, absolute practice.
Dune doesn't talk about
for millions.
I might.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. For millions to see, by the way, if you're out there. Woo! Yeah, there's been some.
I remember when I downloaded a NHB telethon themed screensaver.
Yes,
because the picture was already taken off the site by then.
Who would have thought? Who'd have thunk? Who'd have thunk it was a bad idea to bury your butt on live? Not just on a web camera, but a web camera that had such bad, focus. And, it's one of those things, back in those days, the webcam, you kind of had to stop when it was getting ready to take the picture or blurred. And,
right.
So, great for me. Great for me. Yes, there was.
The still picture telethons are always great.
Oh, God, I missed the telethons. I do miss the telethons. I'm not going to say how much. I do miss them.
You know what?
I do miss them.
I gotta say, we'll transition in a moment, but one thing that I kind of miss, because I missed it the first time around, is the stuff of legend, the stuff that is mythological, because I have a feeling if audio ever surfaced, it's probably nowhere near as good as it's been built up to be. But the story has it that the earliest of Sloan shows, Sloan did not record his shows, and the earliest recordings that exist are shows that were recorded by Griff McReynolds. And Griff started recording the shows because Sloan was living with this girl by the name of Blue. And
I forgot all about Blue. I mean, gosh.
There are no recordings from the Blue era, but apparently that relationship ended in an explosive way during show and it was because of that show and how epic it was that the following week,
ellipse triangle trap. I'm sorry, you cannot write on there "We miss Dune's ass." You cannot do that. That is not something that's allowed. That's not allowed.
It can't be undone now.
It can't be undone. Thank you, ellipsis triangle trap. Sorry.
Well, I think ellipsis triangle trap is complimenting you on your weight loss. So that's.
You know what? I'll take that. I will take that. Black is very slimming. There we go. 40 pounds, by the way.
So
40.
I need to start working on that. But so Griff recorded after Blue left because it was such an epic show when they got to that explosive argument, and apparently, and that's the stuff of mythology, because only the people that were there and heard it live actually heard it. I've only heard about it, so I have no idea. And there's no details of the story. It's just that there was like a huge argument. I think, I don't know if he kicked her out or what, but it was that relationship ended on air, live, no recording. Now, the earliest recording I have includes Sloan referencing people sending him recordings of shows. So there are earlier recordings to the earliest recording
you're
we
right.
have.
You're right. Griff McReynolds.
I don't know where those files are.
Now, he was, because if you stop it, you have to really wind your way back and think. We're talking early 2000s, like really
Griff
early
said everything
2000s.
he has.
Yeah,
Griff said everything he has. But
Griff was.
There were
Griff was,
other recordings.
Some people
weren't kept.
Yeah, but I'm just, there was a lot of people. I'm guessing Sloan himself never kept his shows
until later.
And this one, you just kind of take it for granted now for the people that do internet radio that, when you broadcast, it records it. Well, it wasn't that easy back in the day. Even if the software was there to do it, hard drives weren't that big. Sloan was not a millionaire. Sloan built his own router out of a Linux box. I mean, that's what people did that had the smarts to do it like he did. And it's just one of those deals that,
Yeah.
You have to think about that way. But those early days, there was a lot of people that would record the streams and then archive them, and Griff was one of those guys. And
now we have heard from some of these people, and now Psycho Steve, he moved and then moved back.
Yes,
and that was documented on Liam and Damon's run doing a fake No Holds Barred radio station.
That's right,
right, the fake No Holds Barred radio.
Yes.
Because Steve would call in and then he moved back. I think he moved out with someone and moved back by himself. So there's a story in there of which I don't know how many details are ever divulged. The Milkman, I believe Paul is still living in the Fabrio household.
The Dachshund is spinning. And I Guru 3K. Thank you for following.
Guru 3K. Hello. So Milkman's still around, but I don't think he's allowed to get anywhere near a microphone.
I mean, it'd be like he gets near the microphone.
What the?
Yeah, it'd be one of those things. It's just instantaneous.
Well, let's keep in mind that every now and then the Milkman would take a glance over at the viewer cams on the stick cam page and see they were all dudes. All of a sudden, some mishap happened that caused the stick cam stream to reset and to give all the ladies out there a chance to grab, which would then be followed by the Milkman being distracted.
Yeah, like now for the people that are on iVlog and people that watch anything that has the cameras, they don't in some places, but some that do. There's these rules: no frontal nudity of any kind, or just no nudity at all on those cameras at the bottom that are on the screen. Yes, the cam. It was more of a guideline. Hey, you probably shouldn't do that. Know what I'm saying? But that's kind of where they were.
As long as they didn't have some dude's balls on the camera.
They drew the line. Okay. Yeah, hairy balls on camera with icy hot on the front page. That was the line. That was the line you did not cross. That was it.
I do think a blowjob made its way into a viewer cam during one show.
I would believe
and I know guys used to like to show me their nipples.
It was one of those things. I didn't because Johnny and I both have jobs and work. I would see these. I would see these screen caps the next day. It's like, oh, dude, right when you left, it's like, oh my god. I mean, pictures of this and pictures of that. And I was like, oh, I missed everything. And I always kind of wonder what happened to those little NHB hotties from back in the day. Used to be on stick cam. I don't know.
I think they're mothers now.
They're all grown up with kids and would never even ever admit they knew us. Although some do. Some do. Meg still talks to us. Meg still talks to us. I'm still friends with her on Facebook. So. Now,
whatever happened to John's friend there?
Lydia.
Whatever happened to Lydia?
I don't know. I was friends with her for a long time, and I think what happens, and it's happened before, is
she was a college student.
Well, people
go through, probably graduated, and
people go through purge processes on their Facebook because. And I'll be honest, I should probably do that myself, but I'm kind of afraid. The reason why I haven't is because of what people have done, because there's been times I said, hey, you unfriended me. I was like, oh, I didn't know that was you. They know me as Dune. They don't know me as Dan. So that's what the problem was, is they didn't know who I was just by the name. So they're just going through and click, 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 and knocking stuff off.
Wait, automation's still on.
Should be.
We still have an automation, right? Yeah.
I'm kind of afraid. The reason why I haven't is because of what people have done.
No, but Blue Drum Torso says, I wish automation was still on. So much great content. We still run automation between shows.
Oh,
right?
Now, you're not talking now, are you? I'm going to hit
we still have streams.
If you're talking now.
We still have streams.
The fuck out!
That's what happens if you're talking now. If you mean later, then we're okay. Just there we go.
No, I remember I used to before I did a show. Here another fun back in the day, no holds barred memory. When I first moved up to Maine, as I discovered NHB shortly before I moved up to Maine, and then I moved up to Maine and I got a summertime job working at Walmart while looking for a real job, and I'd work these late shifts and I'd get home at I get to Seth's parents' home at like 11 o'clock at night. I'd be asleep. So
I'm kidding. Don't go away.
Later. Thank you. I would throw on automation, and something good would come on automation. And what Annihilation Principle was on Wednesday nights,
yes,
Thursday nights, one of those nights, Wednesday. So
Thursday.
whenever I got home,
wait, oh hell, I don't know.
One of those, whatever night it was, I'd get home, and they would come. He would come on late, so I'd get home from working at Walmart. I'd sit in to the computer. I put on the headphones. Bit of funny automation come on. The clock hits the top of the hour. All of a sudden, it's Loves Eating Buff with the Annihilation Principle, and he'd take a phone call from some home-built phone patch. All of a sudden, his voice sounds like the McDonald's drive-up, telling his kid that the kid better do his or her homework. And I'm like, can we put automation back on? Oh, man.
I see what you're saying.
I wanted to sit down and listen to some automation, and that's why I had to dig out the so I would dig out the NHB box set and put that on whenever Loves Eating Muff would go live.
That's so terrible. Poor Loves Eating Muff. The only guy that took vaginal temperature checks of his girlfriend. Why?
Live?
Because he could. Why not? I guess.
Stocklaw says, give us
I saw so many people on stick cam back in those days, naked people.
Yeah.
But when Beanpo showed these balls on NHB got blocked for 24 hours. It was worse than that, actually. We got blocked for 24 hours. But I tell you what, it took a long time, because one of the things about NHB back in the stick cam days is you just had to go on. That was it. As soon as we went live, boom, we got featured every single time.
Yeah.
And we're not talking featured as in 60, 70 people watching. We're talking 6,000, 7,000 people watching. It was crazy, crazy.
And what was the most frustrating thing about that was that Damon would always bring up the topic of, dude, we should stop streaming the stick cam.
I still, this day, used to.
And it's like, do you realize every time we go live on that stick cam account, it immediately gets featured because somehow Samus recommended us, and it was just some type of thing. They're live, go, and we get thousands. And he's like, but they're not our viewers. They're not coming to our stream. We're drawing viewers to their site. And it's like, no, they're bringing us viewers.
I never could understand. It was so hard to get people to understand that, and Damon was one of them.
Quietly watched me have that argument.
Yes.
Over and over and over.
He was not, because it was one of those things. I mean, in the early days of NHB radio, they had very strict rules. No simulcasting. If you were on NHB, you were on NHB, period. That's it. You were, and
you
then
use our messengers,
you use this, you use that. And I was just like, dude, you don't understand that. It's, getting out there in the networking part, and that's what made it large like it was. I mean, it's funny how certain people just turned the tides for NHB radio back then. Samus was one of them. Samus is still around, but she was the one. She had friends at Stickcam and got us in good with them, where we would get featured all the time. And I tell you what, and I think people forget about this, one of the most key persons ever for NHB radio when it comes to the stream numbers is Pedge. And you say, huh? Yes, Pedge. Pedge had networking skills, as in he had all day to go talk to people. And one of the people he talked to, he befriended somebody at Apple. Apple put us in the rotation of comedy on their Apple TVs and Apple devices. We were listed under comedy radio. And that, overnight, made us go through the frickin' roof. And I mean, it's just one of those things you don't think about, little things like that. I don't know if you remember that, or maybe it was you were gone at the time.
I remember.
But I mean, it was like it was just insane.
To Damon, that was nothing. To Damon, that was cheating. And
cheating. I like that.
Well, I over time, I've had a lot of conversation. I've had a lot of arguments. I've had a lot of time to think about these things.
Hang on.
And
this is the shock face of Dune.
But a lot of my thinking is trying to understand where someone's coming from, because if you're going to try to convince someone of something, you got to understand what motivates someone, where they come from. So I really wanted to understand Damon as best as I could, and that's not an easy feat. But Damon was very proud of what he built on his own. He
should have been
running.
He should have been.
Him and Mike Ellis were talking into a microphone from his parents' house, and it was a celebration when they hit 10 people. To him, building up to the point where they were getting like 100 people that they built on their own, doing their own show out of his parents' garage. That was probably his proudest achievement as far as NHB goes. Someone listing us on iTunes and all of a sudden a few thousand people come in. That wasn't an achievement for him. He didn't build that. He was proud of what he built himself. I mean,
that may be true. Yeah. You get to the point where it's just like not that big a stock loss. He says, I found NHB through the comedy listing on the streaming service of my own old Palm Trio 600. I love the stream because of the quality and the content and the clarity. Yes. Yes. And that was one of the things too. That was, everybody had state of the art stuff back then. I mean, yeah, I was talking to somebody before about that. The stuff I have to this day that's to my left that I don't use anymore. Extremely expensive phone hybrids that I used to have to bring. I had 2 phone lines at the house to bring calls in. And, it's just, oh God, not needed anymore. But you're right. I think, but I wish he could have, and I hate to say the pun, I wish he could have seen beyond that because that's not me digging on Damon.
Damon wasn't entirely wrong because we got listed on iTunes, thousands of people came in, and then thousands of people disappeared. I mean, who stuck around? The audience that we built ourselves. Very true. The Stick Camp people, did they follow us anywhere? The iTunes. I mean, that's his point.
Some did.
Now,
but that was my whole point. Is if you got one listener out of the bunch, then it's worth it.
I mean, he had points, but he was very dismissive of opportunities we had. And we never really fully took advantage of all of our opportunities because we were too busy with infighting.
That's true. There was way too much of that, unfortunately.
We probably could have turned this into a money-making operation if we weren't busy fighting. But
that's not that doesn't deserve a sound effect. But I'm gonna put one in there anyway because it's true.
No.
Because it's true.
That's absolutely.
It's sad.
We would have had to have. We would have had to have busted our asses.
I mean, it kind of went down like this. Damon would lose his shit. Johnny and Damon would argue, and then I would try to smooth it out and be the middle guy and make things nice again, which almost never worked out. But gosh, you're right. You're right.
Well then. But then the thing is, it was more than just me and Damon because then Addie became a part of the station, and Addie had no fucks to give about tact.
You are not kidding, man. I mean, there was he's like no given, not one single, none, zilch.
He would join the staff meeting from his laptop, sitting in a lounge chair without a microphone, so with just headphones, so he could just listen in. And type something in every now and then.
And type something in yes, exactly.
And you know what? His point was, what does it matter as long as you get my message? I'm just sitting here listening in. This is my free time. I got to come in here, and you want me to go get a microphone? And Damon would get pissed off. And that would egg Addie on. Addie's like, oh my God, look at how pissed off he gets over this. We're going to see how far we can push this.
Right. How far can we push this right now? That's right.
Yeah.
How far can we make this happen? Yes, that far.
If there were a button labeled "Do not push this button" or it ends the universe, we're all going up in a puff.
We'd been dead
Addie
years
pushes
ago.
That button.
We'd been dead years ago.
If there's a button to push, Addie's pushing it.
Hey, Co Jones in the room over on Iowa. How you doing? On CO Jones or Co Jones or whatever you want to call it. Good to see you, man.
And don't get me wrong, I like Addie. He's got but we all got our flaws, and all our NHB staff flaws had a way of getting in the way.
Yes, they did. We were much younger back then, and had a lot more expendable cash back then too. But that's another story for another. There we go. Oh, great sort of
but yeah,
Chexerus. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh well, you know what? I tell you what. The thing is though, like I said, it kind of reminds me of high school in one way. That I remember when somebody said, "Hey, you going to the reunion?" I said, well, and I went to some of them. I was like, you know what? Seriously, the people that I liked back in high school and hung out with, I still kind of hang out with the same people that I liked back then and hung out with back then. There's not a lot. I mean, so it's not a lot of huge things. There's a few people I haven't seen in a while, but it's kind of the same thing with the internet radio. I mean, last night, for instance, I was right before you came on, some SUMWON, he was on.
Someone.
He was doing his, I can't say someone was, well, who, Dune? We're not going to go through the who's on first. But he was on doing his stream on Twitch, and I popped in there and said hi to him. And somebody sent me a whisper message and said, hey, do you remember me? And I'm like, uh-oh. You know, I'm like, well, no, sorry, I don't remember you. Yes, SUM_WUN. Thank you. Heat FM fan.
Well,
actually
wasn't that
pays
Rocky?
attention. Yes, that's Rocky.
Yeah.
So there you can follow him on Twitch. I don't have the cool little Twitch thing where you can type it in. I need to figure out how to do that, and it'll put the link to his channel. I'm not that cool. But yeah, I didn't know who it was. And it was a friend. I was going to say girlfriend of Liam. It was a friend of Liam's that was a girl. And I was like, oh, okay. Now after you tell me who you, okay, that's nice because she was in the room watching him game and whatnot. So
was that Beanpole's significant other, or were they married, or were they just?
I think so. I think so. At first, it's not the girl that that Liam was dating. It was. I remember the name. It's escaping me right now.
Because she was involved in the Susan show. Because the Susan show was Liam Beanpole and Beanpole's girl.
Yes, I think it might have been possibly. Because it was kind of funny. I told her, so I'm getting ready to go do my show. She goes, you still do a show? And I was like, oh God, yes. Still doing a show. Because she talked to me like once or twice, and she was very chatty. And I remember that, you know, she would get chatty about how she had ideas for things she wanted to do in the show and be more involved with, but Liam and Beanpole kept shutting her down. By the way, it says Beanpole and Jill are married now. That's cool.
Jill, yes. But Liam disappeared for a short period of time.
I don't know if that happened.
And then Beanpole and Jill were never involved in any of his shows again. So I don't know what happened there.
I don't know either. And actually, I don't. That is not who it was. I don't think that was who it was.
Okay.
I don't think that was the name. But,
all right. Well, I was who
yeah.
You know, I remember. Oh, I got ghosted. I don't. Is ghosted the right term for what happened to me? I don't know.
Well, you tell me, and I'll let you know. It had anything to do with not that kind of ghost, though. You're talking about somebody just like listens to your stream or whatever, that kind of ghost.
Well, someone was messaging me, and she was a girl that was interested in me. This is the main days, so you know, I got an internet radio to meet chicks, and it worked. And now I just do it for fun. And but
I'm ready for that one. I got it. I was ready for that one. There we go.
And that's not a joke. That's not a joke. That's absolutely true.
I think if you remember, there was one time I was doing interviews with all the staff members, and that was one of the questions was, has NHP Radio ever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There we go.
Got me.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So Johnny would be a yes. There we go.
Yes, I think that's the only time that ever worked.
But it wasn't from lack of trying, though.
No. There were some attempts, failed attempts along the way, and one of them was this chick that messaged me, and we had some conversations, enough so that, you know, I felt like I was really talking to a person, and you know, not someone that was catfishing me, but and it reached the point of,
I didn't mean to laugh, by the way.
Ragan TVNQ is following. Thanks for the follow.
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you for spinning the dachshund.
Oh yeah,
and. We want that dachshund barely able to stand up.
That's right.
By the end of the show.
Yeah,
so keep
I'll be cleaning up after that one after the show. I'll be like, oh God.
Yeah. So, anyways, I don't remember the details of this. I do know there was some text cybering going on at some points between us, like once or twice. But then I tried to get it into, well, do you have a phone number? And I was able to get a phone number from Lisa and a few weeks of phone calls there, but this girl didn't have a phone number. And
boy,
I guess
this has got Neve written all over it from Catfish on MTV. That's the name.
Yeah, and this was way before that. Because we watched the show.
We watched the show. There we go.
Because we've watched enough episodes to know.
Thank you.
Who Neve is.
That's right.
But But it gets weird. So, you know, there was like, at some point she gave me a phone number. I call the phone number. No one picks up. And she's like, I don't know what happened. And then disappears, comes back next time, tries to avoid the topic. I'm like, what's with the phone number? I don't know. The phone number rang. I had to go somewhere, you know, stuff like that. And then someone else listened to the show and said, well, then she disappears. And like a month or two goes by.
There you go.
Right. El Poofarino. It was an AOL Instant Messenger contact. So she was still on my buddy list and stopped signing on. And then a few months later, someone tunes into my show and references that username. And I'm like, what the heck? You know her? She disappeared on me. And the person's like, well, she told me to listen to your show. Told me you had a good show. I'm like, what? So that was weird. That was weird that she disappears and then someone shows up being like, dude, someone talked to me and told me that I should listen to your show. So why is this person talking about my show? And I wonder if the chick was a dude, which makes the cybering a little awkward.
Hey, baby. Whoa. Back. Yeah, there you go. Yes, he does. Sounds like red flags. Could be.
Well, here's the weird ending to the story. Like a year later or so, I see the username sign on again. And I message it. And it's a bot that auto replies.
Okay, now just
Now, it wasn't a bot before. It wasn't a bot before.
But it's a bot now.
That chick cybered before, and then it turned into a bot. And could someone take us? I mean, maybe I talked to someone that built a bot? I don't. It's really that's
weird. That is weird.
Yeah,
that's sure
weird. Yeah,
the bots. I haven't seen the bots in a long time. I used to get the bots on the Skype chat all the time. Those were always fun. But no, wow.
Yeah,
that is interesting. Well, you got to stop and think about it. I mean, one thing about being around internet radio is there's a lot of people involved that are very deep in computer programming.
Yeah.
Pardon me, I had to burp. And that kind of leads to things like that. People that can, you know, it's sort of like they can do things. They can do things for good and evil, if you know what I'm talking about. So that could have been part of it. I don't know, but I can't imagine somebody would have just. Now, could a person have gotten rid of that name and then somebody else got it? But I don't think it works that way. It seems like it seems like AOL was kind of a one and done thing once you had that name.
Yeah, I had that name.
Sort of like Twitch, you know. There we go. Just saying.
You know, once I registered the Bring Back Sloan AOL username, I owned that username till AOL rolled up the carpet and shut down the service.
You know, it's funny. I would be willing to bet to this day there are still auto drafts coming out of people's paychecks or banking accounts for AOL. It's still.
Yes.
I'm guaranteeing. I guarantee it. Could be.
No, that's how they make a lot of their money. Because it is hard to cancel an AOL account.
That's true.
And
you know, somebody said
someone that can cancel.
Somebody just said that Twitch was offline, and you know what? They're not lying.
Oh, but the thing says live.
That is
down in the bottom.
That is
right
very
corner.
That is very odd. I should probably go and look at the restream and see
what's going on there.
What's going on with Twitch?
You got us banned because of the bass.
Great. The bass got me banned on Twitch. No,
I thought it was just Home Shopping Network, but now it's Twitch that we're banned from.
I think it might be coming back.
Okay.
It's spinning. It's spinning round, baby, round. There we go. Come on.
Like a record, baby.
Yeah. It says, does it say I'm live? I don't know. It says,
the bottom right corner says live, but I don't know if Twitch
is what it says. Okay, no, it's coming. I don't know. I guess I could stop it and start it on the Restream site.
Maybe someone didn't like me telling stories, outing them as a catfish.
They may not have liked you. Let me see. I'm gonna turn.
That could have been TwitchBot 1.0 that
I'm gonna turn it off.
Tricked me into cybering.
I'm going to turn it back on, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if that kicks it back into gear. That's kind of trippy.
So I got a card game.
So it said live for a second.
Okay.
You talk.
So while you're doing that,
you talk, I'll play. How about that?
All right. Well, yeah, I got a little stocking stuffer card game, and I thought this is something we could just randomly bring up. And you're supposed to play as multiplayers and play hands, but I'm just going to pick 2 random cards because this is the card game of Would You Rather. And, take it or leave it ain't on the air anymore, so we may as well steal their bit. Let's see. Would you rather have the physique of a baby but enlarged, or drink a milkshake made from Saint Bernard slobber?
Okay, that just sounds weird.
Well, the Saint Bernard slobber, you drink it, you're done. But having the physique of a baby, you kind of got that for life unless you can afford the plastic surgery. Which I don't think there's plastic surgery to make you not look like a baby.
I don't know. I don't think that exists, Johnny. I'm pretty sure.
No, well, it depends what you mean by.
Well, you know what? I suppose I should check. Are we actually? Are we still on like YouTube and stuff like that? I'm not. My YouTube dashboard is not coming up there. No. It seems to be. It seems to be functional. Now, go ahead, and we're featured.
In.
We're featured on iVlog, by the way. Thank you. Appreciate it. You get just in time.
Thank you, iVlog.
Thank you, just in time to watch me struggle. Okay, we're back. It's back.
We're here to talk about the bass.
We're back.
We got the bass.
No, don't talk about the bass.
Don't talk about the bass.
Makes the bass mad.
The bass already mad.
The bass gets mad when you're. There we go. We're back on.
When the bass get mad, they don't pay attention. And you can hook them and reel them in.
There we go. That's true.
We're talking about bass fishing.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Thank you. I was talking about this. This is what I was talking about. That's it. There we go. Well, that's what I was talking about. That kind of bass.
The bass is okay in that song, but it's not like the pumping bass.
That's true. Something like that.
Something like that.
How many dyslexics does it take to change a light bulb?
Steven.
Oh, God. Come on. Killing me.
All right. And now Twitch is back.
Twitch is back on. There we go.
So
Twitch is back on, but we had like 40 people watching. They're all gone. So great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'd like to say thank you to the Academy and whoever pulled the effing plug on Twitch.
Hey,
damn it.
It's okay. We're still featured on iVlog.
That's true.
That counts for something, right?
Yeah, there's 75 of those people landing on that page and going like, "Oh hell no," and then quickly running off somewhere else because that's kind of the way it works.
Where's the dude in the red mask?
That's right. That's right. They come in. The guy, 2 people. They want the guy in the red mask or the dude with the bass. That's all they want.
The dude with the bass.
It's not my friend. It's not my friend anymore. But he's not my friend anymore because he told me so.
But we got the bass.
Oh, I know.
We got the bass. You got the bass, dude? We got the bass.
I should get one. Can you buy one of those things? Can you buy a bass?
A bass?
Yes.
I like a bass guitar?
I'm going to find out. Let me see. Let's see. Is this the one? This could be it. This could be.
I'm creating my Wix
That's
site.
not it.
You think you already have a stunning website? That's
totally not it.
Skip.
Completely 100% not it. This. There we go.
Oh, the bass.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. All right. Get ready. Big. There we go.
Bass.
The bass. Bass in the house.
So you know what Kristen got for one of her Christmas gifts?
Oh, it plays different songs. Oh, this is great.
She got one of those talking chipmunks that says what you.
Oh, are you serious?
Not only that,
you bought one of those things.
No, her dad got her one of them. And he's like, and I got one for myself too. And I'm like, oh, we got to get these two together.
Oh, you got to get these two together. You got to get them together.
Let me show you a great trick you can do with those.
Yes. Oh, God. You know, funny thing, the grandkids were over yesterday and actually played with those.
Yeah.
Now that I got them to like get away from each other, they're not terrified of them anymore, which is nice.
You know?
That's the good part of it.
I got a tough thing. It's at some point tomorrow or Tuesday, I'm going to be seeing my nephew, and he's reaching the teen years. And you know, you know, he's one. I got to buy him a Christmas gift. And what do you buy a teen for Christmas?
It's like a law. You have to.
Yeah. So like last year, I think I got him like a gift card because I didn't know what to get him. 2 years ago, I bought him a Raspberry Pi kit, and Kristen bought him a Five Nights at Freddy's book, and he.
That sounds kind of creepy. I'm just throwing that out there, just a little bit.
And I loaded up the Raspberry Pi with all the video game emulators, and I showed and bought him, you know, SNES styled USB controllers, and showed him how to navigate through it, and it was loaded up with hundreds of games, and then he kind of quietly, when I was not completely out of earshot, but he thought I was out of earshot, told Kristen that he liked the Five Nights at Freddy's book better,
You can't. You have to be careful. It was this one. Sorry.
Well,
wrong.
One
off. One to the left. There you go.
Now, Chris and I had brought this on ourselves because she was like, you know, he's probably, this book was a lot cheaper, but he's probably going to like it better than that Pi. I'm like, oh, well, I don't know. It's got a lot of video games on it though. But the next time we saw him, he read the book. That was done. He bought a little LCD screen and case to turn the Raspberry Pi with all the video games into a like video game player on the go, and he's never without it. So
that's cool.
Patience.
That's cool. You know, I still, that's one of the things, the Raspberry Pi thing you got into. I still haven't done that yet. I still haven't quite. After watching the guy with the red mask, I kind of want to do that because I think that's kind of cool what he's got going on.
There you go.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah,
so, you know, the one thing that my nephew asked me to do that I've not been able to help him out with much because it would take some time and doing, and I mean, he's, you know, 5 hours away from me, is he wants to play Nintendo 64 games on it. And Nintendo 64 emulation on the Pi requires some overclocking, but the Pi 3 by default doesn't let you overclock. You got to be modifying files, and I never quite got that to work right. Plus, mapping a Nintendo 64 USB controller is difficult because the emulators are really designed to work with Xbox or PlayStation style controllers, and the Nintendo 64 controller is a very unique layout. So I found that to get it to work right, you gotta like manually tweak some config files. So at the end of the day, I decided the best way to play Nintendo 64 games are on Nintendo 64. So I went to the flea market today and bought him a Nintendo 64 and threw it in a box, wrapped it up. I just need to find a bow to put on it there. Yeah. So I hope he likes it.
Wow. Uncle Johnny's like rocking the house now. There you go. You're like
yes,
boom.
I'll
see your book and raise you an Xbox.
A Nintendo 64.
Okay, I was I raised the bar myself just a little bit. I got a little excited there, Johnny. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, it happens. That's right. Let's see. Have you ever noticed that anybody driving slower than you is an idiot? Anyone going faster than you is a man, not a mechanic.
Yes, all the damn time.
Maniac. Sorry.
That is absolutely true.
That's
Everyone
true.
needs to be going my speed, preferably behind me.
You should ride with my wife. Because Johnny's met my wife. She is so nice. She is the nicest person you would ever imagine. When she gets behind a car, I mean, literally.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Get out the way. Oh, boom. Get out the way. Boop, boop, beep, boop, boop, beep. Blip, 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 beep, beep, beep. Get out the fucking way, boom.
I'm not kidding.
I didn't know your wife learned to drive in Jersey.
My wife loses her shit in the car. My wife loses her shit in the car. And not only does she lose her shit in the car with other people, if I don't drive when I'm with my wife because she'll lose her shit with me, but not as bad as she does with the other drivers. If you should have turned there. That's faster to go this way.
Are you
can
ever
drive. There we go. That's funny.
Do ever
love
hear
my wife to
separate
death,
vehicles going separate places in crossing directions, meet in traffic? And are you ever in the way?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to be that guy. I'm always going to follow. There's no way. Whoo, but no, she does. I mean, she flips out.
I mean, do you ever have that awkward conversation where it's the other guy with the big orange truck?
Yes, that wasn't me.
Wasn't my big.
Totally wasn't me.
It was the other big orange truck in town.
No. Oh wait, I got something connects. I got something for that.
You got something for that.
No, I don't. What happened? Where did my got something for that go? There. Woo!
No.
And then it locks up.
No.
Here we go.
No.
And we're back.
It just said no.
No. Hell no. No. I refuse. No.
Basically, no. But yeah, no,
basically,
no. Yeah, basically just no. Yeah, so that happened, you know. But
that happened.
Yeah, that's one of those. I learned that early on in the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I did. Don't ever drive. Never drive. Let them drive. much safer to let her drive because there we go. The reason I talk to myself is that the only ones who answer I accept. Stock lot. Are you listening to the show? Are you just? Are you a bot? Are you a bot? Is that one of those things?
No, when driving, he talks to himself.
That's right. That was the last time I used my Sean Connery accent to tell the way. I said on my phone, "Come on, you can't type. You got to call in. You know what? There, right there. Skype in NHB Live for Skype, or if you want to call, you got old-fashioned phones.
Is this based on a true story?
You need to call us now while we look at the dachshund getting his butt rubbed. There we go. Thank you for following, by the way. I appreciate it. Cute Volt.
To the follow.
Cute Volt. There we go. But yes, I'm listening. You need to be dialing.
You do not want to tell the missus to shit on my face.
684. Johnny!
What? I just said sit on my face in a Sean Connery accent.
I know. I'm jealous. I'm jealous because I don't have the accent. That's what the deal is. I'm jealous. 984-664-2723. 984-6NHB Radio or Skype NHB Live. It's effing up.
If you try to do it, you just sound like a dude in Kansas telling someone to defecate on his face.
That's the problem. So, yeah, I was going to say I can't. Yeah, it doesn't work the same way. I got two voices: the Dune voice and the lady next door voice, and that's really about it.
You're going to have to wash your face after she's done. Come on, that was funny. That was funny.
That was funny. That was kind of funny. Johnny makes fun of my wash. What? Because of washing my orange truck. Son of a bitch. See, you're laughing. There we go. And just like that, I should push the button. There we go. Oh, gosh. NHB Radio saved me.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, man? Who do we got here?
What's up, you old fucking crusty cunt?
That's exactly what it is. By the way, it's Mr. Krusty Cunt. He hung up. It's Mr.
I don't think we're featured on iVlog anymore.
Why?
Now.
Oh, ooh. Sorry about the CF on the front screen there, iVlog. Oops.
Yes.
Why'd you hang up on me? Oh, well. Unknown person called.
Because you're a crusty old whatever he said. I don't know.
Well, they meant it because they blocked the number, too. Damn it.
Oh,
I can't call him back. Dang it. I missed my... you know what? It's not really crusty. I moisturize down there. It's okay. It's good.
I've got a good antifungal spray. I've been...
I was going to say, I don't know. Maybe we see... You know what? Some radio stations teach people how to grow tomatoes. Some teach you how to, fix that area down there. So that's okay.
Manscaping's very important, I've been told.
I think it is. I don't know if it is. I just think it is. I mean, I'm open. I'm open to suggestion to see. So blue bedroom torso. My wife just told me sex is even better when on holiday. Not the kind of postcard I was expecting. Ha ha! Ha! I like that.
All right.
For the people out there that don't know what she's boinking somebody else. Sent the postcard home. Hey, best.
We got it too.
Best we. Okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't sure. I don't know. People, obviously, whoever called doesn't know.
I know postcards seem so ancient technology when you can just send an email, but I think we still understand the concept of a postcard.
There we go. You know, it's sad. It's sad. You know, we don't get that many phone calls. I was glad to get that one. I'll take those calls. I don't care.
Yeah,
I like those calls.
If anyone else would like to throw out the C-bomb,
yes, right, including myself. And I'm sorry, I normally don't do that. I'm surprised that we weren't just immediately ejected.
So
one of those things.
So Dune,
yes.
Would you rather have a surgically implanted elephant trunk or eat oatmeal every day for a year?
What, Johnny?
What?
Okay, one more time. One more time.
I grabbed two random cards out of here and said, would you rather have a surgically implanted elephant trunk or eat oatmeal every day for a year?
Can the trunk be anywhere?
It doesn't specify where, although there is a little picture of it being implanted on your face.
Here,
but
hang on.
It doesn't say that it has to.
Oh,
I
sorry,
suppose.
No, hang on. I got it. Dang it. Where's the mouse? There's the mouse.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. There we go.
Okay.
Surgically implanted.
Okay.
I
don't know about that.
So
although, you know what? I'm guessing a girl may not mind. Just saying.
Going with the oatmeal then.
I don't know if I want to go with the oatmeal.
So you go with the trunk.
I think. I'm going to go with the oatmeal. I'm going to go with the oatmeal.
Okay.
Heat FM says that too. Going with the oatmeal.
Go with the oatmeal.
That's okay. So obviously somebody's got a Christmas present that they're showing us here.
Well, yeah, it was a stocking stuffer, and I figured, if ever I get bored of the topic, I could just change the topic by pulling two random cards out and asking a question. But
what are you saying? No
one remembers.
Is it time to get the iPad out? Is that what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying is now no one remembers that you use the C word.
Oh, once again, effing brilliant. Effing brilliant. You are brilliant.
I know how to do radios.
Johnny, that's right. Johnny's got smarts. He knows how to do radio.
But, yes.
Oh,
I got to say, have you ever gone back and watched home movies from your younger years?
We didn't have home movies, Johnny. We weren't those people. We weren't those people. We weren't rich like you. We had. If we wanted moving pictures, we had to literally move the pictures. We didn't. No, I did not have. No. My dad did not have. Hey, it's our good friend calling back to say how crusty we are. Let's see if it's crusty still.
Let's see. Are we still crusty?
Are we still crusty?
Or do we crack the crust?
Them goddamn motherfucking niggers.
Really? Now, see, you know what I think. You know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is what happens.
Dude, I think we're about the two whitest dudes that ever did a show together.
I'm thinking so. Now, listen.
I think he's got the wrong show.
Now, to be fair.
To be fair, sometimes I do Reggie Ray Valentine, which, by the way, is not black.
Let's not go.
He's
here,
not,
dude.
He's not. He
just has a deep voice.
He just has a deep voice. There we go. Wow. That's so sad, man. That's so sad. Oh well. Back to the
show. I'm thinking, much like me when I was doing internet radio in Maine, that guy didn't get laid.
I don't think so. I think that guy is.
No.
I don't know. I think he was. I think that caller was commenting on themselves, the guest says. Could be. It still.
Unfortunately,
it does.
We can't take your calls anymore.
Yeah. Now you've been. So you could have had some fun, but you had to pull out the douche card. That's so sad.
You had to pull out the.
That's so sad.
There's good, clean insulting.
Yes, there is.
Like calling us crusty C words.
We can take that all day long, but yeah, you're gonna throw that. You're gonna throw N-bombs out. Then I have to say, you could be one of those people that I wish you could be around me a little more often, because I got some friends that would love to talk to you. Just saying.
What, me?
Oh no,
or
friends around here. Some of my
friends around here that would like to talk to the phone dude.
Oh, they'd love to talk to the phone guy. And I said, hey, tell my friends here what you just said and see how that works out for you. Know what I'm saying?
Oh. Huh? And they don't give you one pass on that.
It's I would do is I would make sure that they are like on beer like L40. L40 or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It would be fun.
There's no fucks to give anymore.
They have one. That's what AIM is for. What kind of AIM are we talking? AIM is an instant messenger AIM, which, by the way, is still working. By the way, if you want to contact us on NHB Live, you can on AIM. Or not.
Anyways, as I was saying before we got interrupted there.
Yes.
I last night was doing a little post-Christmas video game streaming, and we decided to revisit Christmas 1989 when we got a Nintendo Entertainment System.
You're going to talk about this, and I'm going to get all tired. But go ahead.
You saw that, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we were jumping all over the place. They made the power pad for kids, not adults.
Go ahead.
Kids.
I'm gonna while you're tell them about that. I'm gonna see if I can find video of you doing this because it's actually worth watching.
Oh,
I mean, it was painful.
The camera was bumping all over the place.
It was so painful to watch. I don't know if people even. You think back in the day when you would do, or now you have the exercise videos. Oh, you got nothing on this.
Were you watching to the last game we played?
No,
where
I
had
just
that long...
I was kind of. You got to keep in mind, I'm doing show prep at the time, and why in the hell?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? It didn't. Oh wait, maybe it did. Maybe it did. I'm sorry.
So, but doing show prep, I went and pulled up the home movies from the Christmas that we got the Nintendo, and
so let's see if.
Anyways.
Go ahead.
You're gonna bring some stuff up, but we got a new follower. Jim Jam Boham is now following us, and
that doesn't even sound like a Jim Jam Bo. Thank you for following. I appreciate it.
Jim Jam Boham, and Jacob says, "What's up?
Hey,
what's
Jacob.
up is
how you doing?"
So I'll just tell the story, and then if you want to bring up some video, we got a Nintendo Entertainment System with Power Pad 89 because that was kind of like the package deal that was hot in 89 because Nintendo knew this thing was failing. We're trying to unload all of them, so they start packaging them free with the Nintendo. And my parents went out and bought one of these systems for Christmas, and then my mom came downstairs one morning, found the box of Nintendo cereal on the kitchen table, and saw a piece of paper in there that we overlooked because we were so busy reading the box and being so happy eating Mario themed cereal. And this is the painful part. So
I get this view.
We'll let this play while you're.
Let me finish.
Okay, go ahead. I'll let you finish. Go
okay.
ahead.
So what my mom found was the winning game piece that we won a free Nintendo Entertainment System with Power Pad from the box of cereal, which my parents had already bought for Christmas. So my parents went and returned the Nintendo Entertainment System and used that money to buy Zelda, Zelda 2, RC Pro-Am, Pinball, Sesame Street 1, 2, 3, Sesame Street ABC. And we opened up this big package of all these games for the Nintendo. And what do I say as my dad's videoing this and mom's watching us as we open up all these Nintendo games that they bought us? Oh, we didn't get Ghostbusters.
Oh, man. Denied.
And you know what? Let me just say, I have to say, I did not realize this at the time. What an ass I sounded like. In my mind, of course I loved this gift, and of course I appreciated it, and there was no question about that. But
it just totally came out. You totally came off wrong on that one.
I did notice what game, there were, are we going to get, in my mind, it's like there are other games that I would have liked to have seen there, and so it was kind of a think out loud, kind of a, well, we didn't, and in my defense, my brother's right next to me wearing Ghostbuster pajamas, so I I would have thought they would have gotten a Ghostbusters game for him since he was such the big ghost. My brother had every Ghostbusters action figure and the Ecto car and the power pack that you strapped on your back that had the gun you pulled out with like this foam yellow coming out of it, and he had all the Ghostbusters toys. So that's why I was like, well, we didn't get Ghostbusters for the Nintendo. It was an observation more than a complaint, but it came out so wrong, and I cringed watching that. Watching home movies is painful.
That is. Well, let me show you.
You're so lucky you don't have
what
those.
else is painful? Let's find out. Let's see if I'm actually.
Oh, here we go.
Now, I don't know if you're done now because you're kind of breathing heavy.
Yeah, we're done with this game. This is the end of this game.
So if I roll back a little bit.
Yeah, if you roll back, you watch us run in place.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. Because I didn't realize what's going on. Now, see, what I didn't realize is there's like a mat you're standing on, correct?
Yes, we're standing on a mat with button with that senses.
Okay, you're still
12 spots.
Oh, come on, I can't. Where do they get to the point where you're running?
All right, here we go. Oh, you got to roll back more. Here we go.
Oh, I just went back. I just went back a minute. There we go. So you got to run and jump. This is the long jump, obviously.
Not bad.
I wanted to get to the one where you two were actually running together. Is what I was looking for.
And I'm wearing
old fart, so it happens.
I'm wearing a shirt Dune gave me because it's the largest shirt I have. I want to make sure.
Here we go.
It's the extra large.
The extra. That's right. That's right. That's right. When you put the hands up, you don't want the gut coming out. So here we go. And you listen to that rumble.
But it was a little small.
Yeah, I should have mic'd this a little better.
Wow, that was good.
No, that was worse,
No, it
though.
I have no idea how that works.
That's why it has to do with speeds and things like that.
So there you go. That's what you did not get to see last night.
But there are places where we're running together on the pad, and
Yes.
and it was the last game we played had these super long relay races that like I wasn't even 25% done with the race and you had to hop over these logs, and that's when I basically was going to have a heart attack. I had to stop and sit down.
Oh, now one of the guests wrote, I'm sorry, I can't read this. When I have the iPad stuff up on the screen, I can't read the chat. It says, my folks gave me a toilet seat for Christmas. Was it a bidet?
Oh,
that one's cool.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, you got to. It depends what type of toilet seat you got there.
Got to wash your ass, do it in style. There we go.
Yeah.
Little advice from your Uncle Dune. There you go. Sorry for the people on iVlog. It's hygiene. It's just hygiene. It's hygiene. It's okay.
If you get shit in your table, you're not wiping it with paper and calling it good. You're using some liquid
That's
in that
right.
cleaning process.
That's right. So get you. And by the way, be careful when you buy one because they're not all created equal. I realized they were on sale. They were actually, I say they were on sale. Amazon does this. Not Amazon. Woot will do their clearance thing. And they had these things for like $22 or something crazy cheap. And I thought, I'm going to buy a few of these things, give them away on the show. Until I looked at them closer. They're just the ones with the single water hookup. Who's that guy?
Oh.
Who? Listen, love you like a brother. Not putting cold water on the hoo-hoo for nobody. Just saying. Just throwing it out.
We won't even do that to the guy that called it and blew out the N-word.
No,
I wouldn't.
That guy is bad. As bad as he is, he does not deserve ice cold water up the yin yang.
No,
just saying.
No one deserves ice cold water.
I don't know. I don't know in what world that would be okay. I just throwing that out there.
I don't know.
Don't.
You gotta have hot and cold.
You gotta have hot
to
and
set
cold.
your temperature.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what. Since it's about that time, I got a few things we can go through. I didn't get. I got a lot of random stuff today. Is what I got. All random today. On the Dune and Bob Show for the. There we go. So here we go. Let's see. What did I get? There was lots of people doing the. Lots of people were doing the Santa Claus stuff and whatnot. And this guy here that I actually listen to a lot. Favorites. He's a mixing guy out from Japan. Love to listen to him. And actually plays stuff I like. It's actually a song I played last night. Gigamish, their version of Control. But I think there's a reason why I clipped this. And I'm going to have to let this play to see if I'm right. Because I seem to remember him talking about going to the bathroom in this. Let me see if I'm right here. Which I thought was kind of funny.
I'm kind of okay with this shit, to go to pee because I have a dick. But I think, here, girl.
Why am I laughing? Like, it's true.
No,
it's true.
He's gonna go pee because he has a dick.
He has a dick. You know, I mean, it's his literal interpretation of gotta go pee in Japan. Never mind.
If you wear like this onesie shirt,
well,
I think you fucked up. Super duper.
I don't think he understands basic biology. It's the bladder.
Yes.
And the digestive system.
Well, if you notice,
the dick just happens to be there.
Get a take off you know, there's no pee hole here, so.
Okay.
Well, there's a reason why. If you notice, those are big cans. Those are really big cans.
For those on the audio stream,
yes.
He zoomed in some literal cans of liquid,
yes.
not his cans.
Not those cans. Thank you, Johnny.
Not those cans. No, this is number one. This ain't a number two.
That's right. So there you go. Let me zip forward so you can actually see his channel because he's great. Whoa. He's great, and my screen just went black. Like literally. It just got real quiet, Johnny. I should probably switch back to this screen. My computer just shut off. Like, done, finished. There, do you hear the click? Clip, pop. No, I can't hear Johnny. That's right. Hang on, Johnny. I just realized Johnny's on TeamSpeak. And hang on, let me get up here and see if I can reboot this thing. That's kind of spooky. There, are we back? Let's see. Ouch. Huh. Johnny may have to call in. Can you call into Skype? Johnny. Let's see if I can get Johnny on Skype. Here, let me tell him. Skype. Here, let's see if I can do this. Skype. Do the Let's see if he gets the idea. If I flash this enough, will Johnny understand that I want him to Skype in? Let's see if he'll figure it out. Johnny, there. Let's see if he'll figure it out. That is trippy. See, now he's playing with silly putty. That's not what I wanted, Johnny. That is not it. Okay, so let me push the button and hold this in and see what happens. I will hard boot the Mac. That's just really shitty. I don't know if it overheated or what. Holy crap. Well, there we go. I'll turn it back on and see what happens. Ooh, I should probably turn that down. So there he is. There he is.
Hey, is this the Dune and Bob Show?
This is the Dune and Bob Show. Don't say the N-word. Don't say the N-word.
How many years have you known me, Dune?
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's the last thing.
The N-word, by the way, is nincompoop.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I would never say nincompoop.
I don't know what's happened here.
So
the mini has shut down.
and that's where Team Talk is, I guess.
It is, yes. Team Talk is on the mini, so I'm gonna. Ooh, that's a nice buzz. I should probably turn those faders down. Let's do that. Let's turn those down. You know what? I guess I'll just sit here with a black screen for a while and think about my life.
Because black screens matter.
Black screens matter. They do, especially this one that has the nothingness of this black screen. I never. You know what though? I dig the lighting though.
Mm-hmm.
If I was doing the 5-hit show, this would be great, except for one thing: the music's on the box that's not working. It's just a little slight issue. Just an issue.
Just be introducing moments of silence and sitting there.
It would be like, and that was nobody by the I have no clues. Now more of this. I mean, I can go through the motions and make it sound okay.
And that was 433 by John Cage, and now here's 433 by John Cage.
That's exactly it. Now I have no idea who's in the room here. Something about the toilet. I can't read. I got my iVlog screen on way over there. It's way over there. But I can't read it.
I'll log on to iVlog.
Well, I don't think you're missing the whole, but there's like one person in there. That's it. One person. Black screen is the screen of death. You know what? I'm telling you what, and the Mac is hot. It's warm.
And you don't mean it looks good.
No. I don't mean it's like smoking as hey baby. No. It's like warm hot. Wait. No, it's hot, not warm hot. So it is freaking screaming hot.
Oh.
I mean like really freaking hot.
That's not good.
That's not good. I mean, this thing is freaking.
Is this the thing that's relatively new?
It's relative. Relative would not be the word I'm looking for.
You need to call. You need to call, Dune. You got a lemon. It needs to be fixed.
I never heard the fan actually cycle on. That's the weird thing.
Oh,
Well, I mean, I don't know. I got headphones on, so you know what? I'm gonna do what anybody else would do. They would turn the light on, and then blast air into it. There we go. Because what could go wrong?
Well, it is cold air.
It is cold air. Let's just do a little. Where's the port? Where's the port? A little cold air in the port here and see if we can't bring it back to life. If that was it, otherwise it may be just dead. It may have shit the bed and it ain't never coming back. Let's hope that's not the case.
It's got a warranty, right?
Well, I would assume.
Let's hope that is the case, because if it's dumb broke, then it's got to get fixed.
The only thing that scares me is that I have cracked it open and put memory in it, so I don't know.
Does that void the warranty?
I hope not. Well,
you could crack it back open and take out the memory, right?
Oh, come on, man.
Did you crack a sticker of some sort when you did that?
No, I didn't see one.
Okay.
I didn't see one. No.
Okay.
And let's see. Well, so far there's a whole lot of nothing. I mean, I really can't tell you if it's on or not. I don't know.
Well, and that's where your videos were, right?
Yes, everything was on there. That's where. Ooh, that's kind of freaky. I'm trying to excite it. For lack of a better term. But you know, the thing looks it doesn't even look like it's lit up. I can't see the problem is, now that I had this great idea to mount them on the wall, I can't see the power button or the power light. But I can see the light on the I got USBs and they're actually lit up. So
well, do we either need to keep troubleshooting or do a show?
Well, I guess there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, so I think we're just gonna have to.
This is as good as it gets.
We're gonna have to kill a half hour. Now, if you have any good stories about your Twitch viewing that you could tell,
I should do this school teacher style where you go like this and I go, there you go. Yeah, that's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what we could do? We could do another Would You Rather.
Oh, here we go. Hold down Command Option PR and then how much do you want to come over and help me do that?
But that's 4 keys. You can do that and keep holding down the keys until you hear the Mac restart again.
I don't think I have that.
Command Option PR.
Yeah, the bad thing is I'll have to like open it back up, put the old memory back in it, send it off.
You've got a lemon, Dune. You need to do it.
I think I got a lemon.
Yeah.
This is scary because I mean that thing just went. I mean it just went poof. I mean it flat out just went poof.
Yeah. It's been giving you trouble since you've had it.
It actually has. It's been having trouble with the handshake of the HDMI. If that's you're the one that taught me that term. I blame you. I blame you for that.
I don't even know if it's a handshaking so much as it's a bad connection.
Well, it doesn't seem to be the issue. It seems to be something else. I mean, I look at it this way. If the fan wasn't working, it would probably throw an error, and it never did.
Well, unless it didn't, I mean, unless the sensor.
I like that. Unless it didn't. Oh well, for the people, this is exciting radio out here. I can see the chat up here. It says cheers from the old NHB store.
You know what? We could talk more NHB history. Let's see.
That's true. That's true.
Now there are some untold stories, and I think a lot of them revolve.
Hey, if nothing
around...
else, I do have the last picture the Mac ever saw. I'll have. I may have to screen cap this. Just so you can see it. There we go. The last picture the Mac ever saw right there. Oh, okay, that was it.
But let's go back to, do we have any NHB stories that are untold stories? And most of the untold stories suggest bad stories, but in hindsight, it's stuff that I don't think we care about anymore. So I might have one. And that was the time that I got fired.
It's just weird. The term "getting fired from internet radio" just sounds funny to me.
But
because to me, getting fired is something that like when you actually had a real job somewhere.
Yeah, but Dune, you were there when that happened, and one of the big contentious arguments that Damon had was that Damon claims I quit. I claimed I was fired. You were there. How would you describe it? Did I quit? I fired?
I don't. That's just it. I wish I would have paid attention. Because you say I was there. I forgot. As God is my witness, I do not remember it.
Well, you were on the staff list.
I was on the staff, but I don't remember if it was because I'm guessing it probably went this way. Maybe you can tell me. It was one of those. Hey, if you don't do this, I'm going to do that, and then they took that as okay, you're gone kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what happened.
There we go.
So, but they fired me.
Okay, I'm not arguing.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, there was a show that had Johnny on it, and then the next day there was no show. Oh, wait, there was still a show. It just no longer was on that station. That's it. How are people still following us? How is that even possible?
I'm going to go ahead and tell this story. I'm going to tell this story, and you interject wherever you want to, because this is the show now. Because Mac's dead. Deal with it later. We got it. Entertains the people.
That's right.
So this was around a tough time for NHB Radio. We were getting ready to do a telethon, and we all weren't getting along all that well. And I mean, it was getting worse than it had been before. Damon had come out of retirement, and he came in with a newfound energy to piss everyone the fuck off if people don't do it the way he wants to.
Yeah, I laugh because it's true.
It's true.
I laugh because you're right. That was one of the things about Damon. He would come in with a vengeance, for lack of a better term.
He built this with his own 2 hands. He wanted it to be a certain way. And hello there, Connecticut Madness 8W. I think that's CT for Connecticut. I got to drive through Connecticut tomorrow, so that's going to be.
So
fun.
you can say hi to them. By the way, if you'd like to have breakfast with Johnny, he'll meet you at. No, I'm kidding. That wouldn't be creepy at all. Not at all.
The McDonald's on 95, you know the one.
That's right. That's right.
Like,
take the turnpike.
There's like 10 of them. But
sorry.
I'll be going south, so it's on the southbound one.
There we go.
So you stand a chance. Anyways, Damon had been in retirement for a while, but Damon has his own like idea of how things should run, and a big part of it was that being that this was a hobby, we were lazy, and
I don't know if that's the truth.
That's the truth for me.
Okay.
I mean, I could have clipped more for automation, but I didn't have time because I was doing.
I'm gonna say I had other things to do. I was lazy. It's one of those things. We were too busy.
We made our choices. What we were going to do with our free time.
Yes.
So Damon came. Now here's the thing. I had been like somewhat involved in station management team, which did a whole lot of nothing for some time, and I was very frustrated by the fact that I couldn't get anything done. I couldn't get anyone to do. I couldn't get access to do anything, and I couldn't get anyone that had the access to do anything, because automation was old and stale, and people didn't have time to clip for automation. And I understood that this was the case, and that we were not going. No amount of bitching in the world was going to get people to clip for automation. You could either end up driving everyone away from the station, or you accept that you have a stale automation. Damon didn't understand this. So I wanted to turn automation into a system that streamed more full shows, with the idea that people would upload their full shows after they did a show. And yes, full shows is not the best automation, but at least we could have something newer in there. At least we could try to mix it up with some new things, and if something that recently happened instead of the same 10-year-old at this point automation. But a lot of it was old and had been heard many times, and so I took a day off from work. I took a personal day because I had enough vacation time built up, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm taking a day, and me and Kristen are going to go out and just have a fun outing. And I decide, I really want to think about automation and what we should do with it and how we can fix this. And I haven't really listened to automation in a long time, so I should probably take some time to listen. So we're going out to drive out to a Six Flags park, and I figure, well, I'll grab my phone. I had a phone that had a data plan that had a little physical button keyboard on it. And it could play audio on it was Windows based phone. It had like Windows CE on it.
We all know about the Windows phone.
This is before the Windows phone.
Oh, this was a Windows phone. Not
there were phones that had Windows on them before Windows phones were a thing. This is like before iPhone. But it would play Windows media streams. Mm-hmm. And we had a Windows media stream for many years. And I go in the car and I pull up the website. There's no longer a Windows media stream. And this is on top of many frustrations. And, I won't give you access to that. I don't have time to do that. It's like, so how the hell am I supposed to be an effective member of management on the station if I can't do anything? I can't get access to do anything, and no one will do any of the things that I suggest. It was. And so when Damon started coming around, bitching about this and that, I was like, right on. Oh my God. Yes, Damon, you are right. You're pissed off. I'm pissed off. Let's do this. We're going to team up and we're going to make things happen. Here's what I'm thinking. And that's when I found out that Damon really had no substance behind his bitchiness. Because I came in and said, you're fired up. Let's do this. And he goes, no, Gators, I'm not doing anything. I've done enough, And I'm like, what do you want? He's like, well, you should know by now what you want.
Oh, that's not you.
You should know by now what I want.
There we go.
You should know what I want. I've told you enough times what I want. And, trying to actually sit down with Damon and get substance out of him of what he would like from us from the station, you couldn't do it. And so that's when I got just pissed. I was pissed off at Damon. Damon was pissed off at everyone. Everyone was pissed off at me because I was pissed off at everyone. And so I ended up getting the blame for everything. And so
I shouldn't laugh. For the people just tuning in, whether Johnny's telling the how I got fired from NHP Radio the first time story. It's what.
No,
it's what
no, the second time.
Oh, second time. Sorry, they get a little confusing.
Well, the first time I quit. The second time I was fired.
There we go. I play a sound. There we go.
These are the untold stories of NHB, but this is all water under the bridge. So I remember there was a period of time where we were having like station meetings, and what's his name? The guy Sam. Sam tried to come into the mix.
UK Sam.
UK Sam, he wanted to try to, make the peace. So he's like, let's all sit down and have a meeting. And so then Loopy started giving me a hard time about things.
Really?
Because, yeah. Huh. Well, this was a period of time I was simulcasting on Wild Bunch and
yes.
NHB.
Yes.
And Damon gave me the green light to simulcast on Wild Bunch and NHB. And Zoe said, you can play NHB promos on my station as long as you play Wild Bunch promos on their station. And for a while, I actually set up the Behringer board to send.
You had dual, which is crazy, but yes, I remember that.
I did that so I could play licensed music on Wild Bunch and stream safe music on NHB, and then also have separate breaks. But at some point, that got too hard to control, and I was just like, "Fuck it, I'll put up a break with NHB." And Damon was like, "I don't care anymore." So that had gotten laxed. Mm-hmm. I think Forge and Loopy have a bad history with Wild Bunch. I don't know the full story, but I know they left Wild Bunch and came to NHB. So
yeah, they I'm trying to think. They kind of started it,
right?
And then I think it got transitioned.
And then they left it.
Yeah, and then something.
Yeah,
I don't know the whole story either.
There was some. They had their own. Those are untold stories for someone else to tell sometime else.
We'll find out from them. That's right.
So there was some bad blood there, and I'm doing one of my late night Saturday night shows. We do the wee hours of the morning, so I'm on beer
lots of beer, lots of records that cost $1. I miss those days too, by the way.
This is like, the transition period between Amateur Hour and Suburban Homeboys. When I go late in the night, Venison was often around. It was before Mars and Neo, but we'd hear from Dune, you'd call in a lot. We'd hear from Damon. We'd hear from different people. So it was, I don't even remember who was on or if this show's recording even exists anymore. But we're going in the wee hours of the night. I'm very drunk. And I'm playing Wild Bunch and NHB promos. What I didn't know, the backstory here, so Loopy and Forge, there's health issues going on. They come in from a late night involving a hospital visit, and Loopy just wants to sit back, relax, and laugh. And she turns on the stream and hears drunken me rambling, and then here's a Wild Bunch promo. And
see, I didn't know about that.
And Damon was okay with this. I had the okay from Damon, and I get a message from Forge's AOL Messenger account saying, why are you playing Wild Bunch promos on the stream? Which I don't think Forge would ever ask me that question. But I could see Loopy asking me that question. So I asked, who is this? And the person wrote back, this is Forge. And I'm like, is this really Forge or is this Loopy? And so I brushed it off, whatever, because it's like, dude, whatever. I'm not arguing with. And Loopy and I had some tension. I don't remember if this was the start of it or the middle of it, but this certainly was a defining moment of it. And so at some point, it starts coming out on stream because they start typing more things than me. I don't know who. But that turned into a big to do, and that resulted in Loopy. I think there were some emails that went back and forth on the staff list or off the staff list. I don't remember. So that had Loopy pissed off at me, and she always struck me as the type of person that would have a smile on her face and a knife to your back.
Well, she was from. Where'd she come from? She's from Texas, where my son was stationed in the Army days. That's where.
And don't get me wrong, I'm sad. I'm a little. I lament the fact that I had that my friendship with Loopy soured. I do lament that. I'm not, but it was misunderstandings. At some point, I started turning it into jokes, and I was joking something about fishing shit out of a toilet, and Loopy was disgusted by this, and it's like, dude, it's my show, it's my content, deal with it.
Okay. Whoa. Sorry. Should
I hang up?
Yes, hang up on Skype. And then there you are there. Holy crap. Are you there? Can you hear me? Johnny? Oh, there. Unmute the channel.
You need to turn that. You just need to turn that up. Yeah. Let's just keep going.
Okay. This is fucked up, though.
Yes, I know. I
It
agree.
literally turned on right where it was. I mean, literally every window is exactly where it was. The only thing it did was it signed me out of Team Talk. That's it. Just gonna lean back. Gonna let Johnny talk, and I'm gonna just.
Someone runs in Damon's Revenge.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing, is that Damon and I had the biggest disagreement, and yet I barely talked about him in this story. So it's just like there was so much infighting, and I was as guilty as anyone else, maybe even more so, because I was involved with the station and trying to do things, and the more you're involved, the more you talk, and the more you talk, the more you're to blame. I wasn't trying to be a bad guy.
You know what? That's perfect. I like that. The more you talk, I should write that down, but I don't have time.
I wanted the station to succeed as much as Damon wanted the station to succeed.
There we go. Hey, by the way, someone SUM_WUN is in the room, by the way. Hey there, good
it's
to see
Rocky.
You, Good to see you, man.
Yes, good to see you.
Good to see
you.
This has been the black screen of death day for Dune here. My Mac took a shit
I woke up his
during the
computer.
show. Yes.
So now we go to the day I got fired, which is the day that we're having an outing out to a Six Flags, and I decide, well, if I'm going to try to figure out what we should do with automation, even though I have no access or means of making any changes, I should listen to automation. And that's when I found out the Windows Media Stream disappeared. And this was on top of like 20 million other things that were pissing me off. Plus, Damon was pissed off about everything. And plus, he wouldn't help me. He wouldn't take my help, but he bitched at everyone, including me. And so then I go, what happened in the Windows Media Stream? We uninstalled it. Why was it uninstalled? Why weren't...
Does it work?
It's like...
There we go.
and it was the only stream that worked on phones at the time. It
was strange. I don't remember what the story was. I don't know if it crashed a lot. I don't know what they said. But the whole thing is it struck a nerve because Johnny liked the Windows stream. That was what you used.
Well, it was the only stream that would work on my phone. And their answer was, well, go buy something that works with what we have. And I'm like, that's not how you get listeners. That's not how we make this work. That's not what we do to promote. This is what you can do. And you took away the only thing that works on my phone so I could actually take this on the go. And that would have been fucking huge if we could get more people to take this on the go. And we had that Windows Media Stream for a number of years. How come all of a sudden now it's a problem? And so I basically, I had it. And so I did kind of say something to the effect of, you put that Windows Media Stream back on or I'm not broadcasting on an HB. I'll go on Wild Bunch only. Fuck you. And so Rico changed my passwords before I finished saying fuck you. And that was...
There we go. I wasn't ready for it. Sorry.
Because if there's one thing that Rico was good at, it was changing passwords and permabanning people and taking down websites.
I, for the longest time, have always remembered never piss Rico off. Never.
And I've done it multiple times.
Oh, God.
When I get mad, I don't fucking care who you are. I'm going to tell you what I think.
What could go wrong? Oh.
What could go wrong? What could go wrong? So then So that's how I got fired. So then I was put on double secret probation to be considered for rehire. But I got drunk on my Wild Bunch show and I started talking more shit.
I find that hard. I'm shocked, Johnny. I'm shocked.
And then Pedge called in. And Pedge...
What could go wrong there?
And Pedge was like, dude, what's the fuck's going on? Why aren't you no holds barred? And I say the word Rico and Pedge starts. And I join in. And...
oh, gosh. Well, listen...
that resulted in the most bizarre moment of No Holds Barred radio.
There we go.
Everyone on the staff got on the stream and spent 2 hours shit-talking me, bad-mouthing me, and saying horrible things about me.
Not this guy.
And then...
Not this guy. I was
everyone but that guy.
Yeah,
everyone but that guy. Forge was there. Loopy was there. Producer Bill was there. Lisa was there. Damon was there. People were calling in. They said I had mental problems. They said I was in diapers. They said a lot of hurtful personal things that, I listened to that show and I brush it off. Kristen, that's part of the reason why she still doesn't talk to Damon to this day. And so after that show, they did a match game. And they said, we need 2 people to call in to be contestants. They can't be staff of NHB. I called in. I was a contestant, and we all laughed and had a very good time after they spent 2 hours insulting me, shit-talking me, and bad-mouthing me. And I think that really sums up NHB right there. We all hate each other, but we all love each other.
There we go. But
and
well, listen, we only got a few minutes. We may have to go just a little bit. I have to show you at least 2 different things.
Okay,
there was 2
that's
things.
The story.
There we go, and we'll recap this tomorrow. If the Mac doesn't take a shit, I've got to show you at least 2 different things, maybe 3. This is one of them. I found these guys.
Whether it's an ice cream or whether it's
now
they're growing plants.
They're growing plants, and they're juicing them.
Okay.
And this in itself isn't funny, except for I just like the way they were dressed.
That's one of the things.
Okay.
And I have to ask,
operation.
Does this look? I couldn't tell. Is this a real look?
Awesome. Yeah, the other thing I want to mention, you guys,
hair, fake hair, maybe. I don't know.
Like maybe blend up.
Do you got a bowl? Do you got a pair of scissors? You got yourself a hairdo.
But anyway, I'm watching these guys on Twitch. By the way, this is what I do during the week. I get on my iPad and I find things on Twitch. And I actually found this. This was actually kind of cool. If let me zoom forward. If you want to follow them, you can go here. Here they are. Tour Bus TV.
Okay.
So anyway, that was what I found. But what
kind of plants are they?
What I laughed about was that made me think of this.
Oh no!
Now, tell me if I think I'm pretty close. The 2 dudes are just missing the bubble wrap. It's all they're missing.
Okay, there might be some overlap here.
There could be.
Zoltan.
So anyway, I thought that was I thought that was cool. But I wanted to get to that. But
yes.
I also wanted people to know that if you're on Twitch has been invaded by none other than
Just to your Twitch people.
This guy.
But I just started on Twitch. I don't have enough viewers over there yet.
I wonder if I have permission to. I wonder if he's going to like ban me now for playing this.
No, it's okay. We got the bass.
We got the.
I like Twitch people, but I don't really care. So go fuck yourself.
Oh, exactly.
They like Twitch people a lot there.
Thank you. But of course, interact.
So this is Deadpoll Pull.
I was just going to say,
and he does shows on Twitch.
I think it's in shock.
And they don't make that suit. He had that custom made.
Yes, he had that custom made 3 different countries. He said.
Liked my show. Thank you, though.
You have to give the guy credit for being. I mean, this is not. I mean, this thing is top to bottom, head to toe suit. Now, of course, this is Christmas time. He's got the stocking cap on.
No sarcasm.
But Johnny liked him right off the bat for obvious reasons.
And remember,
I mean, come on.
Yeah. And thank you Sub-Zero W1Q for following.
Oh, there we go. I can't show that because we're banned there.
Oh, we're banned. Yeah.
That was the banning guy. So
you went and got us banned from a
he got us banned.
Island
Nation. So this is it all. It's a radio show. He plays current hits, and dances around.
The current hits.
Well, current at one time they were current.
So you're saying Wham is timeless?
It's timeless. There we go.
Yes,
absolutely. Hey, by the way, thanks for following whoever that was. I didn't read it. So there you go. Well, you can already tell the Mac is like struggling because it's really choppy. His stream does not look that bad. Trust me. It actually looks pretty good. So there you go. There's that guy. Did I actually so you can actually see it? Yes, I did. So there you go. That's the show to follow right there.
The Deadpool Show is a new guy that is invading the Twitches, and he's going for partner. I don't know if he's going to get it.
I don't know if he's going to get it, but he is sure the hell going for it, man. I tell you what, he is.
But he is. The question is, I think we need to take our bets. Is he going to get sued for copyright infringement before or after?
I don't know if he's going to get sued for that, or if he's going to have a trouble with what he does with animals. I'm just saying.
Is this interspecies erotica?
Well, this is a unicorn that he bought, and he was going to take it back to Walmart, but he decided to keep it. He's kind of got attached to it in that weird kind of way.
Yeah, that is a weird.
I mean, and this song is bad enough without this.
I don't even own the quad mix of this song.
Wow, that right there should tell you something. That should tell you
something. Yes, there was.
Now, one of the things I did like is he does a lot of lip syncing, which somebody pointed out, hey, it's really simple to do that in a mask. He was like, well, yeah, you're right. But this guy will do he's done a 4-hour show before and never left that chair. Not one time does he take a drink that you can see on cam. I don't know.
Has he ever left the chair?
Hey, I just noticed something. What this is interesting. Let's run this. What's with the red Solo cup here? Did I miss something? That's interesting.
That's might just be a cup.
That's true. You know what else I didn't notice?
Is that part of the picture?
I didn't realize this guy has a GoPro on a slide rail, a motorized slide rail.
Holy crap! This gets more.
This just gets
amazing
weird.
The more we look.
This guy. He I think people thought he was joking. He mentioned about having $100,000 worth of video equipment. He is not joking. He is. If you know anything about,
he is joking. It's 200,000 actually.
Yeah, if you know anything about video game, and I know because I looked it up. I started looking some of this stuff up. This guy is not fucking around at all. He's fucking around, but he's not fucking around. Is that right? Does that make sense? I think it does.
Well, he's doing something with that doll, but
yeah, he's doing something with that doll. That's for sure.
But when it comes to GoPro cams and reels,
that may just be a picture I took of his record player.
You got a lot of pictures.
I got a lot of pictures. There's a picture of what's going on partially in his studio.
Partially.
I mean, he's got some serious equipment. Like I've got that little thing right there. I've got one of those. I got a Stream Deck. Most people that stream have that. What I do not have this, which by the way, used goes for $5,000 to $6,000. just saying.
He's got two of those, right?
He's got two of those. He's got two of those. Yes, he does. So, yeah, he's got something. That must be that's a static picture also. I thought I had more videos of him. Did I have another one of him? I guess I don't.
I don't know.
But you
do have pictures of another one of my Christmas gifts, the Happy Tree coffee mug.
That's right here. Johnny had this, and he posted this.
That was a Christmas gift for my wife.
A Christmas gift, but I didn't think it was quite right. It was missing a little something, so I fixed it. There we go.
I was having breakfast, Dune.
There we go.
You've turned my breakfast into a drunk.
What's wrong with that? Hey, by the way, can you roll a closing theme, by the way, or something? Do you have something you can roll for me? Can you randomly grab a 45 and slap that bizatch on and there we go. Oh, that's
We'll go back with the Kmart choppers.
Oh, there we go. Love it. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, people. I am sorry that things did not quite turn out like they were supposed to. But hey, you know what? It happens.
You know what? It's always great. It's always great to hear from people that come back and go, "Oh my God, I loved NHB.
Yes.
What are people up to?" Yeah, it's nice to know people still care.
Now somebody wrote in and said epic. If that's the dude I think it is, back at you. But if it's not, back at you anyway. But
and we're still here every week, every Sunday, 6 to 8
that's
Eastern.
Right. We are here.
Check on back in.
NHBradio.com is the site. It goes to Facebook, which is pretty freaking awesome. Don't forget if you
can't take that down.
If you're a friend on Twitch, then you should be a friend on Twitch. You should follow us and follow all the shows. Lots of great shows on Twitch. Spend some time, go through, and just look at all the stuff that's on Twitch because there's some awesome stuff out there. There really is. I mean, there's a lot of this, that, and something else, but there's always something for everybody. Which that sounds cheesy, but it's true. It's good stuff. And next week we'll catch up if my Mac hangs on and doesn't die again. God, I hope that's
Dude,
really spooky.
Call support, Dune. Warranty's only good for so long. The longer this goes on, the worse it gets.
Well, I will do that.
You got a lemon. You got to deal with it.
I think I got a lemon.
You got to deal with your shit, Dune.
Fix my shit. Dune, fix your shit. There we go. I'll do that.
I'm always telling you to fix your shit. I got you to get a bidet, now I'm going to get you to fix this Mac.
I'm going to have to. Yeah, because the last. Listen, I am not going to put an external fan to cool the damn Mac off. I think that would be stupid. That would be stupid. Some
bidets come with fans to dry.
I never thought about that. By the way,
apparently that's great for wafting air. You don't
tomorrow
want
night
upward.
Tomorrow night, Monday, I'm guessing Johnny will not be doing a show, or will be doing a show. Do we know?
No, I'll be on the road.
Oh, you're going somewhere? Okay. So tomorrow, listen,
I'm heading south.
I'm not sure what's going to happen tomorrow night. I will be home tomorrow night, and I thought about maybe doing something with Warhawk in that non-creepy way. But we thought about doing a show, so we may do that. We'll see. What?
You had to specify non-creepy, which implies that there was ever any inkling of creepy.
It just can't. It just sounds bad when you say I want to do something with Warhawk.
Were you gonna get a bunch of those K-pop chicks into the studio and
you know what? I blame the Deadpool guy. I blame him. He is the reason why I just creeped out. I would have never creeped out like that. And by the way, he should start selling those things, the unicorns. I think he signs them and sells them, and then makes you try to figure out if the one he sent you was one that he used. Just saying.
If you buy a black light, you probably could.
Nah, stop. See, I took it to a level that only infers creepiness. You crank the creepy to 11 because Johnny does that. So there we go. Man,
why wonder when you could know?
I dig this. Know? Man, this music is like, it's like, hey baby, let me tell you how it works in the world. What you do? You grab your uniform or unicorn, whatever you want to call it, and you hold it tight, and you say, "Give it to the unicorn." Just like that, yeah. That's the way. I like it. Good friend of mine, Casey, said that. Boom. That just happened.
Attention, Kmart jobbers.
Perfect.
There we go. Listen, thanks for tuning in, people. I appreciate it. So no Johnny tomorrow. Tuesday, I don't know, New Year's Day, possibly. Vamp might be on. He comes on at 6 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays. And then every other day there's
doing something.
Every other day there's a live show, as long as it's not Monday. Or wait, no, not Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday.
Every day there's something live.
There's something live.
Not.
It's either live or live, one of the two.
Yeah.
the guys over at Outlaw Radio do a great show on Saturday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays. Outlaw Radio. There's a guy on Sunday, which I still don't know his name's. That guy. I'm surprised he hasn't sent me hate mail.
I'm looking to start a new show.
You are?
Yeah. Well, I keep buying these records and I keep listening to these records, but I'm not sharing them with the world the way I want to. And I know
Johnny, Saturdays. It can be this guy and that guy.
Well, Saturdays is the days I make the room shake with the Nintendo Power Pad.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'd have to maybe do a hiatus.
Johnny's forsaken me for a hot chick. Good job, Johnny. That's good.
But anyways, no, I'm thinking what would be really cool is, and I might make it just a once a month thing because I'm getting way too many shows going on here. But I'd like to revive the Suburban Homeboys name and turn it into a music show that Venison and I co-host, where we basically, alternate songs and bounce ideas off each other. So I play something, Venison go, that's so white. He could play something, I can go, that's even more white. And you could all tune in and listen to that.
By the way, we're being creeped on, just so you know. Deadpool. You creeping on my studio? I'm creeping on you. There you go.
He's creeping on us?
Thank you. He's creeping on us.
Okay. Well, hello, Deadpool.
Hopefully he'll do his thing and lots of that. Lots of that.
Oh yeah.
There we go. All right, people, listen, have a safe holiday. If you go out and drink tomorrow, make sure somebody drives you somewhere. Don't be that guy. We don't want to be reporting about anybody out there. We want everybody to make it home safe because I can't afford to lose listeners. I hate but that sounds kind of bad. We don't want you dead either, but I can't afford to lose listeners. I can't. I got like three. I want to keep the 3 that I have. That's it. I'd like to keep the 3 that I have. So.
Yes, let's keep those 3 listeners alive.
Keep those 3 listeners alive.
And alive.
Alive and alive. You know what? I just realized something. My Twitch took a shit again.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Take care, Johnny. We'll see you.
See ya.
Game over, man.
I'm glad that's over.
Man, that was awful.
Boy, I know. You know what I hated most? What? Everything stuck.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
Let's blow this joint.
It's time to blast off for Dreamland. Don't go away mad. Just go away.
Let's call it a day. Everybody, go home.
Good night, lady. See you later, alligator.
Go in peace, sin no more. I'm out of here.
Now, run along and play with your little toys.
Oh! It just gets worse and worse.
Please come again.
I have exorcised the demon. This house is clear.
Not.
That's all, folks.
We are leaving.
This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Boys, shoot the radio.